BTS News Today. The mood suddenly changes amid the calm of the South Korean entertainment scene when Jungkook, the magnate of BTS, makes a shocking confession. The confession not only touched the hearts of armies around the world, but also changed the dynamics of relationships that they could only have guessed. With a calm but firm tone, Jungkook opened something that he had been hiding for a long time. In front of the camera, thousands of eyes watching, and hearts hooked on BTS, he finally said out loud about the love he had been hiding. The moment did not happen in a formal interview, nor in a well-prepared press conference. He chose a time and place that made his statement feel even more sincere. In a video posted on the official platform, Jungkook appears alone, wearing a simple black hoodie, sitting in a rehearsal room familiar to fans. Behind him, the mirror reflected a figure who looked agitated, but tried to calm down. He looked at the camera, took a deep breath, and then started talking. His first sentence even made fans hold their breath. "I've kept this for too long. Maybe some of you have already felt it, or even guessed, but today, I want to be honest," he said with eyes that began to glaze over. Jungkook reveals that over the years, he harbored deep feelings for someone very close to him. Not only physically close, but also emotionally. Someone who has accompanied him since the beginning of his career, who has seen all his versions, from an innocent teenage Jungkook to an admirable mature man. The name he finally called made the whole world silent for a moment. Jimin. Jimin. The name echoed in the heads of everyone watching. Not a few of them were silent, even crying, because what had been speculation was now confirmed by the most concerned people. Jungkook didn't just say that he loved Jimin as a best friend or crewmate. He openly admitted that the feeling was deeper than he ever admitted, even to himself. "I tried to brush it off many times. I thought it was just a sense of awe or a sense of comfort because we grew up together. But the more I tried to deny, the more I realized I love him. And I can no longer pretend that I don't feel anything," Jungkook said, wiping away his tears. The video was about 20 minutes long, but it felt like a century to the fans who watched it live. Soldiers from various countries wrote their comments emotionally, many of whom did not believe, but more were moved. The moment felt so honest and real, showing a side of Jungkook that he had never shown before. What about Jimin's reaction? A few hours after the video was uploaded, the world seemed to be holding its breath waiting for an answer from Jimin. Neither BTS's official account nor Jimin's personal account showed any activity for hours, sparking speculation and concern. However, around midnight South Korean time, Jimin appeared on Weverse in a live broadcast. His face looked tired, like someone who had been crying, but her distinctive little smile never went away. "I don't know where to start," he said, greeting the fans in a low voice. He paused for a moment before continuing. "I also watched the video many times." Jimin admitted that he was very touched by Jungkook's confession. He did not expect that Jungkook, who has always been known as a secretive and mysterious figure, would say such a big thing publicly. "He was really brave, more courageous than anyone I know," Jimin said with a smile, his eyes looking teary. However, more than that, Jimin also explained how he himself for years felt confused about their closeness. Many of the moments felt ambiguous, too warm for mere companionship, yet too frightening to be acknowledged beyond that. "He told me about nights where they just sat together, shared stories, looked at each other, but didn't say anything." Jimin said that he also had the same feeling, but was afraid of what would happen if he admitted it. "I'm afraid of losing him. I'm afraid it's complicated. Fear the army will not accept." But now, after seeing Jungkook's courage, it dawned on me. "I also do not want to continue hiding," he said softly. Army who watched the live broadcast could not hold back tears. Many of them feel as if they are witnessing the most real love story ever, not fiction, not drama, but two really existing men who have gone through a lot together, finally dared to voice their hearts. Jimin then ended his live broadcast with a sentence that made the entire fandom speechless. "Jungkook, if you watch this, yeah, me too. I love you too." It didn't take long until the words were trending on various social media. Hashtags such as hashtag Jungkook Israel, hashtag Jungkook Confession, hashtag Jimin Response, and hashtag We Support Jungkook filled Twitter and Wever's timelines. Many of the ARMY who revealed that they have long supported the relationship of the two, even from the beginning of the debut. It's no longer just fantasy or fan theory. It's real, and it came straight from Jungkook and Jimin's own mouths. The media was scrambling to report this event. A number of major outlets such as Dispatch, Koreabu, Sumpi, to international media such as the BBC and CNN also picked up this story. Pop culture watchers called this moment a new milestone in the history of the Korean entertainment industry, as two big idols dared to declare their feelings without hiding them behind the scenes. Interestingly, HYBE, as BTS's agency, did not provide any objections or clarifications as usual. Precisely, in their official statement, HYBE stated that they respect the personal decisions of their artists and will always give their full support to their life choices. The statement received rave reviews from fans and the public. After the confession, Jungkook and Jimin have not appeared together in public because of their military obligations. But reportedly, they have exchanged letters and even met in between military clearance times. Some sources mentioned that the meeting was full of emotion and happiness. Some even said that other BTS members such as Taeyong and Jin knew their feelings for a long time and fully supported them. Meanwhile, armies from various countries began to roll out support in the form of artwork, tribute videos, and even putting together projects to show their love for Jungkook and Jimin. In Tokyo, for example, huge billboards in Shibuya lit up with messages of support for both. In Paris, fans created a beautiful mural depicting two small birds flying together, a symbol of the freedom of love that has been confined. It's not just about Jungkook and Jimin. It's about courage, about honesty, about how two hearts that love each other finally find their voice. In a world full of pressure, stigma, and public expectations, they choose to be ordinary human beings who love and are loved. A decision that was not easy, but very inspiring. And for the ARMY, this is not just a viral moment. This is proof that true love, even if hidden for a long time, will always find its way. They feel proud because they have witnessed the long journey of two figures they love. They feel touched knowing that genuine love is still possible amid the spotlight and uncertainty. This story is not finished. There's still a lot going on, a lot they haven't revealed yet. But one thing is certain, that day, the world witnessed the most honest and courageous love. And it all started with the courage of a man named Jungkook, who finally decided that love no longer had to be hidden. It was an unforgettable night in K-pop history. When two big names from the most influential group in the world decide to be completely honest, not just to the fans, but to the world. But behind that monumental moment, many small stories that had been hidden and only now began to be clearly visible. Like puzzle pieces that slowly form a big picture point, one of the most memorable moments for the ARMY was the small interactions between Jimin and Jungkook that had been considered only as fan service. But now, everything feels different. Brazilian fan Mariana, who has been following BTS since 2013, said, "I always felt there was something special between them. Their gazes, the way they looked after each other, were all too sincere for mere fan service. But as fans, we choose silence because we know it's personal." Mariana is not the only one. Thousands of fans on Twitter and TikTok began sharing compilation videos of Jungkook moments from the past. There were moments when Jungkook cried silently behind Jimin during the concert. There were also moments when Jimin stroked Jungkook's head after a heavy workout, and many more loving moments that were once missed. Now, the videos are viral and get millions of views in just one night.